Good evening to everyone.
Good evening to everyone. It's what day is today?
It's Thursday, June 5.
Magandang gabi sa inyo mga kausapang Ed. Of course, kasama ko si Dr. D
At si Attorney E,
dito sa
Usapang Ed.
Yeah.
Parang mali yung
Parang
sentence
mali.
natin, no? Oo, magkasama na naman. Si
Nagkakasama na
Attorney
naman.
E at si Doc D. Ayan.
Okay, recap muna tayo,
Oo,
Doc D.
So last Monday, we had a very special guest, one of our good friends, no? Formerly an assistant secretary in the Department of Education. Pero ngayon, executive director siya ng Philippine Business for Social Progress.
Oo nga.
So,
Ang ganda ng usapan natin doon. It's always nice to catch up
yung
with.
initiatives ng PBSP,
Elvin.
no, para tulungan ang education sector.
Yeah. But tonight, ano bang usapan ngayon?
Ayun na nga Ang usapan ngayon ay kakaiba kasi hindi ito masyadong madalas. Most of the time, ano sila medyo nakatago. No?
Nakatago.
Sabi mo nga, nakatago sila sa likod ng
Mirrors.
ng isang glass, di ba? Na para maabot sila, papasok mo lang yung kamay mo
Oo.
Bago mo sila maabot ang mga ang mga officials ng eskwelahan na assigned sa office na ito.
Yeah. So ang pag-uusapan natin ngayong gabi ay usapang registrar. Yan. So I hope kasama natin ang mga registrar sa buong Pilipinas.
Correct. At ang mga estudyante, lagi kong tinatanong yan sino ba ang registrar ninyo? Siguraduhin yung pagka-graduate ninyo, kilala nyo yan. Kasi from admission to graduation, kausap yung opisinang yan.
Yes, pag magtatrabaho ka, registrar, kailangan mo pa rin, no? Kahit nasa ibang bansa ka na. So we'll talk more about that and maraming I think we just don't realize the importance and the significance of the role of a registrar in the school. Hindi sila yung Hindi sila yung masyadong visible, but their role is very important. So,
Sino ang ating guest ngayon?
Ang guest natin. So basahin ko ang kanyang bio note, no? Ang guest natin tonight is the Secretary General of the National Consortium on School Testing and Assessment. With her extensive experience in education and administration and records management, she is a staunch advocate for enhancing the accuracy, accessibility, and learner-centeredness of school records and assessments in the Philippines. Through her role in NACSTA, our guest tonight collaborates with educators, policymakers, and stakeholders to promote reforms that ensure transparency, consistency, and equity in documenting and reporting student progress. So our guest tonight is Ms. Ellen Saba.
Ayan.
Good evening,
Hello.
Ellen.
Good evening, Attorney Erap and Dr. D. I'm so happy here. I'm so happy I'm invited in this Usapang Ed. Good evening.
Very registrar.
Yeah.
Matipid magsalita.
At registrar siya ng Jose
Jose
Rizal
Rizal
University.
Yan.
Siguro kailangan banggitin natin kasi kaibigan din natin at nag-guest na dito ang presidente ng JRU, si Dr. Vincent Fabella.
And si Ellen is very active in many associations of registrars, mga regional and national associations. Maybe Ellen, we can talk about that. Siguro introduce those national associations at batiin mo na rin sila.
Thank you, Attorney. I am the secretary, as mentioned earlier by Attorney of NACSTRA. So NACSTRA is the NCR School Registrars Association. So we collaborate with FOSRA. The FOSRA, it is the Federation of the Registrars Association. So basically, these are the associations of different registrars nationwide. So NCR, actually, Attorney and Dr. D, the NACSTRA is very much active. So we normally have a conference. Actually, every year we have NACSTRA conference and then followed by the FOSTRA. So the FOSTRA is actually that is an umbrella, association umbrella, na ito po yung we collaborate with different registrars nationwide through FOSTRA. So normally we go to Cebu. If one of the registrars, one of the association in Cebu committed that they will be the one to
Host.
handle the conference, then we go there and we collaborate with them. So that's how we get connected with different registrars nationwide. And
I'm
also,
curious, no, Ma'am Ellen, kasi ang ganda nung sinasabi mo about conferences, no, of registrars. Siguro everyone is familiar with conferences of teachers, of school leaders. Pag registrars ang nagtitipon, ano ang topics ng conference?
actually, Doc Lee, because our goal here is to reconnect all the school registrar nationwide. So basically, what we do, we have the so-called we gather the topics we would like to present from different areas, and we try to assess ano po yung timely issues. So doon po kami nanggagaling palagi. Always we assess ano yung naaayon sa panahon na dapat namin i-discuss. So just recently po, I think that's November 14 to 15, 2024, we had the FOSTRA conference held here in NCR. So since the NAXTRA po, ang NCR Registrars Association po ang nag-facilitate nito kasi we're supposed to go to Davao, but medyo bago po yung yung registrar na association doon. So ang sabi nila, if we can have it muna sa NCR, so kami muna po yung nag-facilitate ng FOSTA, yung nationwide conference. And during that conference, ang pinaka-theme po namin doon is reconnecting registrars in navigating the global impact of internationalization.
Oh,
So
internationalization.
since the chat is now very much into internationalization, di po ba? So kami po, the Registrars Association, the NCR and the regional, really would like to adapt, and we really would like to understand ano po ba yung internationalization na sinasabi ni Chet. So para naman naiintindihan namin ano po yung mga dapat namin gawin, so we can somehow help the schools, and also share the best practices of internationalization to different schools. So isa po 'yon. And aside from that po, may mga concerns din po tayo in terms of, I think, foreign students in the past years. So hindi naman po lingid sa kaalaman natin yan. So we also tabled that po during the conference, and also I think po yung digitalization din, and then data privacy and record management. So basically, ito po yung mga topics na yung records management po, hindi po yan nawawala sa conference namin, because we understand that there are different, every year, may mga bagong registrars po. Kasi in other schools, ang mga registrar po kasi are changing eh. Parang meron lang po silang contract for 3 years, and then after that, magpapalit ulit. So, ganun po. So, in that effect, we would like to help them para po naman mas sila namin, ma-assist po namin sila on ano po ba talaga ang role ng registrar. So, yun po.
Yeah. Alam mo, Doris, doon sa mga, ilang beses na ba ako nagsalita sa inyo, Ellen? I think a few
Marami
times.
na, sir.
Marami
I
na
think
rin ba? Alam mo,
Oo,
nagugulat ako,
tatlong
Doris, sa mga conferences na dami rin palang issues with registrar.
Yes,
Akala ko
yes.
dati, napakasimple ng trabaho nila. But the role of registrar is also evolving over time. Yung mga nabanggit niya, in charge na rin sila ng data privacy. Of course, merong data protection officer, but they're holding all of the records. Now, so yung range from roles, their actual roles in the school, from their own needs, training, nabanggit mo, training, continuing education, qualifications, even benefits. Kasi dati ang tingin sa registrar, aminin natin, hindi parang napakababa ng tingin, parang secretary, clerical, But pag tiningnan mo, actually sila yung nag-a-assess, di ba? Let's say, they have the last say,
Yes.
in terms of academic compliances ng mga estudyante. Yung mga dean sa kanila nagpapa-approve, So is it,
Important.
ang laging issue is, dapat ba iangat sila rin sa level ng kanilang rank sa school, mga ganyan? Oo.
I want to comment on that, no? Kasi ako personally, very high ang respect ko talaga sa registrars, no? Because especially when we did certification for information security, ISO 27001, At naging emphasis yung confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information, documents, and assets. Sa registrar yan in a school. Yan ang practically may talaga kumbaga diyan nakalodge ang documents ng mga bata. And then kailangan yan ma-ensure nila ang confidentiality, ma-ensure nila ang integrity at availability pag kailangan. Kailangan na ng TOR, may mag-a-apply, may mag-a-abroad, may papadala for exchange programs, internationalization, ano lahat yan? Register.
So Miss Ellen, ano ba ang how would you describe yung makabagong registrar? Sige nga.
Sige nga.
So, attorney, di ba, ang ating fast changing na po kasi, di ba, kasi because of technology. So I think part of the changes, there should evolution din sa registrar. Because as you mentioned earlier, kumbaga parang ang registrar during my time also, hindi ko sila nakikita. Tama ka kanina, nakakulong sila. So talaga, I graduated my bachelor's degree na hindi ko nakita yung registrar namin except nung graduation ko. So talagang evolving din po. Kasi ang registrar ngayon ay you can talk to them anytime. So it could be F2F, physical, or it could be through emails. It could be, there are different platforms. So actually po, ang laki ng difference because the registrar now is not just the repository of data. It's not just the repository of records. So we although tama po ka, Dr. Dina, we really try, the registrar po shall protect and preserve the integrity and confidentiality of records. Yun po talaga yung trabaho namin. Kaya kumbaga, sa school, kami po yung compliance. Marami pa kami hindi naman kaaway, pero syempre, since compliance ka, you really have to stick with it. Then sometimes you have some, with the academics, with the deans, with the principals, kasi nga po, you really have to make sure na yung mga requirements mo are actually met. So, babalik po ako dun sa sinasabi ko kay attorney na ano na po ba ang register ngayon. So, ngayon po kasi, we are also involved in the monitoring and yung sa progression ng students. So, we evaluate, we assess the upon admission po, no? On admission to graduation, dumadaan po yan sa registrar. So, during the orientation po and onboarding of students, I normally discuss to our new students that the registrar is visible. Okay, so if they have concerns upon admission during their progression in the school from the time they were admitted and until such time that they will be graduating na, registrar po ang naka-assist sa kanila. So ngayon, hindi lang po kami repository. I think we also have some, of course, yung we contribute to yung sa ano po ba yung mga policies, ano po ba yung mga requirements, and actually po since ngayon marami na tayong accreditation and compliance to CHED, to Legal Education Board, to DepEd, then we normally as the university liaison, we normally we are the one communicating with them, and we have to make sure that we comply with all those requirements. And then also in the we also make sure that we give our students the best service that we can. Example po, kasi nga po ang register is enrollment. We take care of enrollment, we take care of record management. So, dyan po sa record management, napakalaki niyan document requests. So, inactive students, graduated or alumni, ang binabalikan lang po sa eskwelahan ay registrar. So we have to make sure that the records of the students are accessible. So I think, attorney, yun yung pagkakaiba ngayon because we have to adapt also with the fast-changing technology. So therefore, hindi lang po tayo doon sa physical records. We also have to evolve. We also have to improve in terms of record management like digitization, digitalization, all of that.
Yan. Ano pa?
Kasi sabi ko nga kay Ma'am Ellen kanina, alam mo, ang father ko, 90 years old, graduate ng
Ng JRU.
JRC pa noon.
Request ka ng
Tama?
records.
Pag ako nag-request ng records, ha, Ma'am Ellen, ha,
Ay, sige
itetest
po.
natin na makukuha natin ang record niya. Heavy bomber pa naman siya.
Kilala eh. Athlete, malamang. Madaling makukuha.
But ako, very, very impressed ako sa trabaho ng isang magaling na registrar. Because, at saka yung confidentiality, that's huge. You know how it is in a world where there's a lot of, there's a lot of cheating, there's a lot of fraud, diba? There's a lot of possibility of like, tampering. Diba?
Yes.
Registrar lahat yan. Have you had a case like that? Not in your school, no? But discussed in the
Yeah.
organization?
Actually, ano po yan, common yan sa lahat ng school, that the reason why we have the so-called verification process, because yung verification process po, it can be from the companies. Di po ba nag-a-apply yung mga graduates natin, so they have to verify
Yes.
with us yung kanilang mga transcript of records, diploma, or abroad naman po, if they will be continuing their studies, may verification din po. There are instances po na may mga nare-receive kami na ganyan, and I think it's not only with our school, but also in other school, na ano po talaga, did not originate from the school where
Oh.
they graduated. May ganun pong ganon. So, we just responded candidly na this document does not originate from the school. Ganun lang.
Now, in terms of Miss Ellen, kasi kadalasan ganyan, verification, keeping of keeping of records. But ang isang napansin ko ngayon sa mga registrars, meron na rin silang participation sa curriculum design. No? How much of it ba is being consulted with the registrars? Kasi nga, daming pagbabago rin sa curriculum. And di ba, HEIs, they have academic freedom. No? Kanya-kanya rin yan, no? Pag-design ng curriculum. Sa inyo po ba? So how much participation do you have as a registrar?
Actually po, of course, all the adjustments in the curriculum will be based on the CMO. So we have the curriculum validation po. So meron po kaming committee handling the curriculum review that is taken care by, of course, ng academic council. And if they have something to be consulted with the registrar, they invited the registrar for that purpose. And I think we the participation normally of the registrar attorney in that curriculum review is we just have to make sure that everything is aligned also to the CMO and also the number of units, because the main reason for us is for us to evaluate the students, the progress of the student is basically for us to assess if the students will be graduating or not. Kasi sabi ko nga,
Yes.
pagpasok niyan, syempre, admit namin, we have to check the yung records, admission requirements. Valid, legit ba yan? Valid ba yan? And then after that, we have to monitor their academic progression. Nag-enroll sila every school year, every term. And then, while leading to the graduation period, yung terminal term nila, we have started evaluating them. So we have to make sure na whatever is in the curriculum of the students ay nakuha nila. They have taken and passed all the subjects in their curriculum, and for us to be able that they're academically compliant. So yun po, yung participation naman namin.
May ako dyan. Ito, curious question. Siyempre, there's a lot of verification, di ba, kung tama. Di ba, yung, for example, yung grades, and then the listing of courses taken, etc., and if it's eligible for graduation. Gaano kalaki dito yung possibility ng human error? Siyempre, parang well-intentioned naman, maayos naman yung mga staff, pero pwedeng nagkamali. Paano yun?
Actually, attorney, Doc D, we have kasi since the evaluation, the student is self-evaluated already. So which means that the curriculum is already in the system. The system prescribes the subjects to be taken, and the system has an initial evaluation. So what the registrar normally does, we validate if the system evaluation is accurate or not based on the curriculum of the student. So I think with that, since it's already in the system, everything is placed in the system, the human error is small. So
Okay.
that's I think is the importance of being digital,
Yes.
in going to
Yes.
digitalization.
Yes. Pero kasi
Yes
yung
po.
yun talaga yung error malaki sa mano-mano,
Yes
right?
po,
Oo.
yes po.
Tapos
Kaya
nagiging
challenge po
subjective
'yan.
pa, no?
Oo.
'Di ba, no? How
Opo.
do you
So,
ayun ang ano pa isa Ellen, I'm curious. Paano kung may merong professor na it turns out na after the system computes the grades na sinabmit nila, eh bagsak. Tapos gusto nilang baguhin,
Change of grade.
change of grade.
well,
Gaano
we have
paano niyo pinapayagan niya kasi hindi mo pwedeng discretionary lang yan, walang scholastic or academic basis, gusto lang nilang palitan. How do you control that?
Well, we have process of correction of grade and it should pass through a lot of approval and
Mm.
justification. They cannot just change in any grades na gusto lang po nila. If they really would like to change the grade, they really have to justify and submit corresponding justification and supporting documents.
Mm. Hindi pwedeng
Meron
ano yan, unilateral, hindi pwedeng
May change of grade
totally ano
process
lang,
talaga.
discretionary.
hindi
Oh.
po.
Oo.
Napaka-strict naman ni
Oo,
ma'am.
tsaka dapat tedious yung process na yon. Kasi we want to discourage, right?
Yes.
Discourage change of grades.
Oh, source of corruption
Yeah,
yan. Pag
even
hindi,
if
ano,
mistake siya, that's why you have to be really careful. No?
Oo.
Yes
Otherwise,
po.
maabuso. No? Ano pa? So ngayong enrollment. So I'm sure very busy kayo, no? Enroll, 'di ba? Temo, enrollment, government
Yes,
subsidy kayo rin yan.
Correct.
ES,
Inaano nga
ESC.
natin yan. Meron tayong
Oo.
annual conferences of registrars no, to discuss GASPE programs and how to navigate the
Wow.
system.
We might if we will be planning for this. I think before the end of the year we'll be having the NCR conference again. Then by next year the regional naman po ulit. So actually alternate po yun, Doc B. So para po we just have to make sure na hindi po kami nakakamiss.
Yes.
Kasi kung ano po yung need talaga ng mga registrars, yun po yung we try to address yung mga concerns ng registrar. So parang it's yung timely issues, parang ganun po.
Correct,
It's very
correct.
important
Yes.
with us.
Oo. Kasi case in point, no, for example, ito sa GASPE, no? Yung GASPE kasi, yung ESC na sa junior high at yung senior high voucher, portable yan eh. Ibig sabihin, yung bata na eligible, pwedeng after grade 11, lumipat siya sa ibang eskwelahan. Yung voucher niya, pwede pa niyang gamitin. So may processes yan no, sa voucher management system na registrar din ang nagpa-facilitate para from the school, kung saan siya umalis at sa school na lilipatan, seamless. Ang we call it transfer out and transfer in process. Registrar ulit yan. Kasi kung hindi siya mababayaran. Hindi babayaran yung subsidy ng bata.
Ang daming trabaho ng registrar. Ano bang ratio? No? Kasi like yung guidance counselor sa 1:1,000
may
or
ganun
1:5.
ba? Ano bang may
Sa
standard
inyo,
ba
ilan
yan?
ang registrar sa dami ng trabaho nyo sa school?
Actually po, I think it's really a challenge, Attorney and Doc D, but I think because of, ako po, personally, because of digitalization, everything, parang easy na. Kasi, tama po kayo, pag yan ay mano-mano, napakahirap. And that actually, possible po for human errors, corruption, and everything. But if lahat po ito ay nasa sistema na and auditable, then I think aside from less error, may iwasan po natin. We can keep the integrity po of the student records, particularly po ang grades. Kasi very important po 'yan.
Kasi sa school, Doris, siya kay Ellen, napansin ko ha, bukod dun sa mga ganyan na very specific roles ng registrars, madalas din inaasahan ng registrar sa anything that has something to do with records. Tapos members kayo ng kung ano-ano mga committees and councils. So enrollment, andyan kayo. 'Di ba? Pagka hindi natatapos yan sa enrollment at graduation, the entire year, pati mga mag-exam, 'di ba? Yung mga 'di ba, yung mga no
Alumni.
permit no exam, o yung mga
Alumni.
nagre-request na alumni. Pag magki-Christmas party na, kasama rin niya Christmas party committee. Raffle committee.
Pati ba yun? Pati ba yun? Register pa din?
Magugulat ka. Pati sa mga anything that has something to do with records. Anniversary celebrations. Registrar, no? Pati mga... Di ba, no? Laging ganyan. So,
Ha?
Nagpa-participate din po kasi
Oo.
actually may mga committees din po.
Internal,
So
oo.
we also participate in the internal yung mga programs ganyan. But basically po ang pinaka-challenge talaga sa registrar lalo na po 100 years plus na
Oo.
is
Oo.
yung pagbabalik ng mga alumni.
Yes, oo.
Kasi po yan never ending request of documents. So sabi
Yes.
ko nga po, aside dun sa mga active students na nandito
Oo.
nasa paaralan, we cater more.
Oo.
Po yung mga graduates na alumni. Yun po yung pagkakaiba ng
Oo.
registrar sa ibang offices sa school.
Tama, gusto ko
Kasi,
yun. Yung never-ending request for records. Kasi seriously,
Tuloy-tuloy
kasi alumni,
gumagraduate eh. Oo.
every single time na isang alumnus mo, magpapalit ng trabaho, mag-a-abroad na, di ba? Or
Oo.
lilipat na ng ibang trabaho or whatever, di ba? Or enroll in another program kasi may siya, di ba? Executive courses, may kailangan siyang document. Register talaga.
Registrar ang hahanapin. So ito ang tanong ko, Ellen. Ano ba ang qualifications? How to be you po? How to be a registrar? Kasi
Yeah.
meron bang specific
Wala.
educational,
BS. Meron ganun, Bachelor
May
of
academic
Science
requirement, walang
in
lisensya,
Registrarship. May
kailangan
ganun ba?
stricto, kailangan masungit, gano'n ba?
Gagawa na si Ellen. Gagawa na si Ellen.
well, kailangan masungit.
Para hindi siya small talk, ano?
Ellen, magaling sa math.
Magaling sa math. Oo.
Actually po, I think, ako po kasi based on experience, I think it would be it is helpful for me na may yung may puso ka sa students and kasi it's really hard when nandyan sa harap mo yung parents, sinisigawan ka, tapos nagagalit. Ito po yung mga very challenging situation, problematic clients na hindi pa po nagsasalita kung anong gusto, nagagalit na sa harap mo. So I think ang dapat po, syempre alam po natin bachelor's degree. Po yun basic requirements. But as I think being a registrar is also a vocation. It's not just gusto mo lang or kasi nandun po dapat yung ako po personally, I always put myself dun sa kausap ko na nanay o kung sino man po.
Tama. Correct.
Hayaan ko lang po siya magalit hanggang
Tama.
gusto niya and then bibigyan ko lang po siya ng water. Inom muna po kayo. Tapos papaupuin ko.
Correct.
Tapos saka po ako magsasalita. So I think patience, nandun po, patience. Yun po yung Of course, we cannot give all the requests of our clients dahil po compliance nga ang registrar, compliance po. So hindi naman po, halimbawa nag-request ng dokumento, gusto nila outright, that cannot be because wala naman po tayong same-day process. So we just have to explain to them the process and then probably po sabihin na lang na we will try probably to expedite and ganyan. So it's the way you you talk with them na yun po yung nakikita ko. It's a vocation. It's somehow a vocation and you always try to put yourselves in their
Ang galing.
shoes para ma-feel mo po sila. And then siguro, Doc, one of the advantage sa akin, because I started in academe. I was in the academe for 5 years before I was moved in the IT. Then I was transferred in the
So, yeah, pero teacher ka, anong subject? Com-sci ka, right?
I taught computer po. Computer. I
Computer,
started
oo.
teaching computer, then I was moved po in another office like MIS, handling the
Yes.
records.
Oo.
Then, malaking bagay po yung ganun. Kasi, nafe-feel mo. Like for instance po, ang estudyante, alam mo, pag upo sa harap mo, alam mo kung nagsasabi ng totoo o hindi. So, yun po, pinapakinggan ko lang siya. Sasabihin ko sa kanya, you're not telling me the truth. Ano yung totoo? Kasi po, mafe-feel mo sila. Yun po. Ako nag-enjoy ako sa kasi po yun. So, ang tanong nga ni attorney, ang dami po So, well, syempre po, yan from enrollment, record management, to graduation, yan po talaga ang functions ng registrar. But, given that na, as long as masaya ka naman doon sa ano,
Oh, masaya. Masaya sa JRU si
masaya.
ma'am.
Masaya
Hindi,
po.
pero ako,
Kaya,
natuwa ko sa sagot mo, no? Kasi ang kailangan, puso at patience, ha? Which is, I thought you will talk about some technical skills, no, needed to be registrar. But I like what you said. Kasi kami din sa office, ganun. Pag laging may nagagalit, whatever, sabi ko, alam nyo, kahit sabihin mong 10,000 ang estudyante ng isang eskwelahan, yung magulang na yun, isa lang naman anak niyan eh. So sa kanya, yun ang pinakamahalaga. 'Di ba? Mahirap kang magdahilan na, ma'am, ang dami niyo po na inaasikaso namin, hindi lang po anak ninyo. 'Di ba? Parang hindi siya magandang argument sa isang magulang na yun lang naman talaga yung anak niya. So tama, paliwanagan lang, tapos promise to expedite. At saka kung nakikita nila na concerned ka naman talaga.
but of course, Doc D, when you promise, you have to do it.
You have to
Kasi
deliver. Yes.
talagang babalikan sa,
Ah.
well, I think po, aside from the fact that na kasama rin po yung performance ng office. Of course, it is very important in the a document request, that we monitor the turnaround time
Yes.
of the
Very good
processing.
yan. Very
Kasi if not, marami po talaga magagalit. Kasi syempre, when you said it's within 14 working days, you have to deliver it as committed. Otherwise, nako, ang email po ginagawa nilang text.
Ma'am, dapat politiko ka na lang. Yung, when you promise, you deliver. Di ba? Ha?
Naisingit ba?
Di ba? You deliver forthwith. Di ba? Oo.
Di ba ganun pa rin ba? May mga small, yung mga slips dun sa window ng registrar. Date requested, tapos babalik sa bata na kailan babalik ba? Date of release, ganyan, no?
Actually, may technology
Oo.
na kasi for that.
Attorney, visit ka, pag dumaan ka, we have already the queuing.
Yes, yes.
Ba?
May
Hindi
technology
na
for
sa
that.
wala ng panda ball
Wala
pens na
na.
may tali. Wala na.
Wala na po. Kasi
Wala na yung
nawawala
tali
yung
sa,
ballpen.
nakataling ballpen sa bintana ngayon.
Natali yung ballpen.
Oo. Hindi kasi na-impress ako doon, the use of technology for them to give you turnaround time for every single transaction. Kaya na yan eh.
May
So you
queuing
will
na.
see on the average, di ba, how long your turnaround time is for each transaction. And then that's your indicator of efficiency. Galing talaga using technology.
Yes po. Actually po, it would be best also. I think this is, I think naman po, marami na rin ng mga schools gumagamit yung it's already online application. So it would be best, yun po, babalik ulit ako dun sa if we can have the digitalization. So actually po, isa yan sa mga isa po yan sa mga goal ng NACSTA, ng organizations, that if we can, well, hindi po kasi lahat can switch into that digitalization. Siyempre po, iba-iba naman, may mga medyo maliit na school, malalaking school. So, we're trying to, one of the conference po that we have, we explain about if a certain school cannot go into digitalization po talaga, na we acquire system, tapos ito po yung gagawin natin, everything is online and everything is digitalized, then we can have actually po yung mga Excel, yung parang ganun lang muna, Google Sheet, that would be very useful po kasi kaysa lahat po yan naka envelope yung records, tapos ang hirap pong maghanap. So, and even that causes po the delay. Kasi ang registrar po, bago po yan part of the processing, they really have to check the record of the student before they can generate and process po the requested documents. So, iba-iba naman pong pamamaraan, pero pare-parehas po yan ang requirements na dapat kompleto ang record ng student before naman mag-release ng record sa student. So, all schools naman po are actually observing that.
The way you're explaining it, I really hope the parents realize na cost lahat ito, Yung pagbabayad natin ng tuition and fees sa isang eskwelahan, for them to set up this kind of a school management system, for them to set up all of this information system, security, etc. Cost lahat yan eh.
Yes.
Minsan hindi naiisip yata ng magulang na ganun kalaki ang cost in order to be efficient and effective as an educational institution.
Yes, maganda yung mga sinabi ni Ellen. Pero gusto kong balikan ulit yung sinabi niya about patience. Alam mo, Doris, naintindihan ko yun kasi yung work ng registrar is actually kailangan ma-preserve ko ano yung laman ng documents, yun lang. Kaya actually dati, that's a traditional image of the registrar. Wala nang dapat pag-usapan kasi lahat nasa records. So yung mga gustong mag-apila, gustong may mga request, ang trabaho ng registrar is to convince them na wala lahat yung sinasabi mo kasi we just need to refer to records. Sa aming mga abogado may tawag dyan, yung the best evidence of the document is the document itself. You cannot just talk your way out of and changing the contents. So ganyan kadalasan ng registrar na. Kaya kaya 'di ba ang mga registrar school to school, no? Hindi estudyante ang, 'di ba? Ganon, registrar to registrar, tapos hindi nila hawak yung records nila. Ganon pa rin ba? Ganon pa rin ba ang
Yes
ang
po,
mga proseso?
attorney. Actually, lahat po ganon. So, the student enter the school with a report card, yung Form 138 nila. And then once admitted, pag binigyan na po yan doon sa school, it is always the original report card. So, alam ko po yung mga registrar masyadong mabusisi yan. Dapat may pirma yan ng principal, may ganon. So, they really check the authenticity of the document. So, once it is submitted to the receiving school, yung receiving school po will request naman the Form 137 na tinatawag. It's the permanent record of the students that that includes na po accumulated records po yon. Halimbawa, college yung student pumasok, dala-dala niya yung Form 138 niya, admitted siya as college student. Then the school will be requesting po for Form 137 to the previous school. So that contains naman yung grade 11 and 12. So, school to school po yun. Normally, tama si attorney, it is sealed in an envelope. It cannot be opened by the student. Kasi po, dapat yan nga ay school to school, i-courier po ni previous school to the receiving school kung saan po lumipat sa student. But we can actually allow po yung as long as meron po naka-note doon na entrust to the bearer. Importante po yun. Nako, kasi pag po yan, halimbawa, dumating po sa school na yung bukas, hindi na po nakasealed yung envelope, bumabalik po yan doon sa previous school. Ganun po kahigpit yung mga...
Kaya nga talagang very striking sa akin yun. And the mnemonic device I use is CIA nga. Confidentiality, integrity, availability.
Yeah.
Yan ang i-ensure ng isang magaling na registrar sa mga school records. Nagkaroon na ba sa association ninyo ng discussion, for example, na nagka-breach sa mga school systems or nagka-hacking, for example? At anong naging experience niyo dyan?
Wala pa naman po. Kasi I think yung medyo malawak po yung breach or hacking na yan. So, is that referring po dun sa system, sa online system, or sa physical documents? Ano po in particular?
Kasi for example, in particular sa amin, sa PAC, naka 24/7 security yan. Yung mga systems natin, collecting the data of more than 8,000 schools participating in the program. Tapos merong naka-monitor na tinitignan kung may attempts to hack. And we've had some merong mga minor attempts at this, pero lahat ma-manage ka agad, no? Pero talaga naka-monitor yan. Merong mga nag-a-attempt, but nothing really serious to date.
Yes po, Doc B. Actually, that's common. I think some schools were, I think in the past po, may mga schools na may mga attempt. Kaya nga po, it's very important for the IT department. Kasi bawat school naman may mga IT department. But they really have to make sure yung yung firewall, yung security ng mga systems. Kasi normally, ang nakakatuwa pa nga po doon, sometimes students are trying to to hack the system. Actually, that's true po, yung mga estudyante. So, I think challenge din naman po yun ng mga IT department ng mga schools na they really have to make sure na maayos po yung security.
Hindi ka na-stress or na-nightmare na halimbawa merong talagang manggulo sa system, for example, ng eskwelahan at magkagulo ang grades or names versus birth dates, 'di ba?
Kaya nga po we really keep the physical. Actually, ang student records po are permanent. Hindi hindi po siya despite the student records po are digitized. So well, ano po 'yan for easy access and retrieval. But we also keep po yung physical copy permanently. So whatever happens,
Ah,
we have both.
100 years talagang tatago
Yes po.
natin.
Yes po. Kahit sa school po yan, I think
Oo.
iba-iba lang po yung way of
Yes.
file management. But
Agree.
all schools, kahit po yan 200 years na, they have the physical copy of the document. Kasi ano po yun, parang ano na po sa lahat ng schools na permanent record po ang student record.
Alam mo, may one of our client universities, based siya sa Mindanao. Alam, pumunta kami doon, nakita namin yung malaking university. Nakita namin yung kanilang records, no, where registrar keep their student records. So una, nilagay sa second floor. Kasi yung security measure dapat hindi binabaha. Tapos yung sobrang advanced, fireproof. Tapos parang siyang yung room, parang isang malaking hard drive. Sabihin, doon naka-store. No? So sabi nila, you're now in the safest place in the university. Na kung saan nandun yung record. Sabi ko, gano'n na talaga ka-advance ang mga records management ng mga registrars. No? So, pati pala yan ay kasama na sa trabaho ng registrar din. Ano?
Yes po. We have to make sure po na lahat ng submission ng dokumento, physical copy should be digitized and keep po doon sa, of course, with confidentiality, hindi siya pwedeng galawin ng kahit sino without the permission.
Meron
Ma'am,
akong... sige, ikaw muna.
paano ka nakuhang registrar? Sige nga. Kasi sabi mo, teacher ka, di ba? Tapos wala naman talagang qualifications, eligibility, no? In terms of an educational, of a degree. To be registrar. Paano ka naspatan? Parang mukha kang may puso,
Okay,
ganyan?
nag-evolve lang
Mukhang may
din.
Sabi mo kasi puso.
Nung
Mukha kang-
estudyante siya,
Oo.
mahilig siya. Ikaw siguro yung estudyante nagsusulat ng noisy sa
Oo,
board.
noisy sa board, ganyan.
Registrar to paglaki.
Oo.
Siguro po nung nagtuturo ako, medyo old-fashioned ako, kaya naspatan nila. Hindi po.
Naspatan.
I started teaching po kasi after graduation po, part-time muna ako syempre. Pero actually po, to be honest, I started here in JRU. I started here sa teaching. Then, yun nga po, yung aking evolution. Nagsimula po ako sa pagtuturo. Then, for whatever reason, I was moved to MIS. And then, after 14 years, I was moved here in the registrar's office. So, may evolution din po nangyari. Hindi ko alam kung paano. Pero siguro, fate po siguro.
At mahirap,
Kasi-
Mahirap siguro kung hindi, ikaw katulad mo, na-expose ka sa different areas, no, of operation sa school, kahit pa paano, at least on the academic side, mas madali sa'yo mag-transition to that role. Pero paano dun sa mga bagong, meron ba gano'n? Is there such a thing na bagong graduate, ang unang trabaho mo, registrar?
Yeah, or a succession plan.
Oo.
Paano ko, kung
Sinong
eskwelahan, paano ko ipaplano kung sinong registrar ko?
So, basically po, I think it would be best if may succession plan because you really have to train whoever will be, be considered a registrar. Kasi sabi ko nga po, it's not a simple, probably, it's not a simple na register. Kasi nga po, ang daming considerations, ang daming factors na i-consider mo. It's not only your job, but the most challenging part being a registrar is how you deal with clients, with your problematic clients, particularly. Siyempre po, iba-iba po yung approach ng clients eh. Sometimes yun nga po as I mentioned earlier, hindi pa nga nakakapagsalita, nagagalit na. So, and then bungad pa lang po dun sa maliit na nagagalit na.
Meron pa rin bang gano'n?
Meron pa naman po kasi kailangan naka-sealed yung mga bintana namin. Kasi nga po, we keep confidential. Hindi po. Normally kasi po talaga naman ang registrar ay ang setup ay yung mga bintana ay may mga rehas.
Yes.
Di po ba?
Parehas,
So,
oo.
yun po. And I think po, beneficial din po na malaman yung, kasi compliance po eh. So, ang dami pong factors. Compliance, dapat customer-centric ka rin.
Mm-mm.
So, yun. And then, the
Dami.
most important po, I think, that helped me a lot is
Mm-mm.
yung pagiging teacher ko po. Kasi, it's easy for me to deal with students po eh. Kasi,
Mm-mm.
nagturo po ako. And then, siguro po, isa pa yung pagiging IT ko din. Kasi it's easy for
Laking
me to
bagay, oo.
transition. Ayun po yung nakikita kong very important. Kasi syempre po, all records. When I started po as registrar, ano po ako, parang na-overwhelmed po ako kasi puro papel yung kaharap ko. Pero prior to
papel.
my being a registrar po, wala po akong gamit sa table kundi computer. Wala po akong papel. So it's really a different siya for me that time.
Mm-mm.
Pero syempre po, madali naman yun kasi you just have to adjust. Ayun
Adapt.
po,
No?
yun yung
Oo.
naging ano ko lang.
Sige, siguro naman, marami na tayong na-cover. No? Pero ito, siguro, ang sunod na mga tanong ko is about the registrar as a person, no? And as an employee, or as an important employee or staff in a school. Meron ba kayo mga advocacies din? Kayo mga Association of Registrars in uplifting the registrars, no? Considering their role, no? Ano ba yung mga kailangan ninyo ng mga support? Ano ba yung mga issues diyan? Meron ba kayong like ang registrar ba, are they treated as rank and file? Clerical ba yan? Kasi hindi uniform, no? Sa iba-ibang schools. Meron ba kayong mga advocacies on that respect?
Ano dapat ang ano natin?
I think attorney, you're right. Iba-iba po kasi yung level of depende sa school, depende sa areas. So I think during the conference last year, one of the issues raised by most of the registrars coming from the regions, yun nga, yung if they can have yung sa leveling, because I think in their area po medyo may iba din po yung rank nila. So we are still looking into that. Of course, knowing po yung mga concerns ng registrars, we're actually still discussing about that if we can suggest probably some way of leveling up. Kasi po naman dito sa NCR, I think most of the registrars here naman are being on the directorship level.
Director level.
Director
Opo,
level.
we
It's true.
considered as director. Some of the
Yes.
schools po actually consider registrar as the vice president.
Yeah,
So
meron
iba-iba
din.
po ang
Iba-iba.
consideration. So
Oo.
yun po. But I think attorney sa regions, medyo may concern po talaga. So we're still looking into it.
Yeah.
And
I hope
hopefully
your
we can address it.
organization can do a draft document, no? Meaning, you
Opo.
can think of several things, number of courses, number of students served, etc. And then minimum mo is director, minimum. I think, and then, some possible higher levels.
And then probably we can seek the advice of attorneys.
Bakit ako?
Babalik
Alam mo,
ulit ako.
ang isang pa rin, si Doris.
Dito mo sa
Because,
usapang pag-usapan.
I think ang isa pang through PAYAC din, no? Dapat at least yung mga sa participating schools may standards din, no? Kasi registrar play an important role in government subsidy.
That's why we convene them every year. And kanina lang, I listened to the report. Last year, we had 6,000 from Office of the Registrar attending the PAC workshops. Pero specifically on GASPE yun. Kasi sabi namin minsan, kaya parang nagkaka-findings kasi hindi maayos, di ba?
Oo.
Ang records management ng
Correct.
isang
Oo.
registrar. Kumbaga, no malice, no ill intent. It's really just a matter of records management. That's why, kaya nga kinakapacitate din sila along those lines. But yes, I agree.
Yeah, kasi
Oo,
by
importante.
requiring a certain standard, no? Kasi dapat higher dahil sa PAYAC, no? So by doing that, I think we can raise and di ba?
Siguro,
Level up, no?
Yeah, ma'am,
For
what
all.
you can also look at, if I may, di ba, suggest, look at the accreditation instruments. and find out what is written about the registrar under student services, and then use those as standards. If you think there can be some revisions, then propose the revisions also, because that's the way by which we can, again, no, for high performing accredited schools, we know what is the standard, diba? In the eligibility and diba, as say even I suppose position and of registrars, right? And what is it in the registrar's office that should be at the minimum, diba? What implemented as programs, policies, activities, practices, activities.
But of course, it all starts with appreciating or better appreciation of the role with registrars. Kasi kung ang tingin nila is clerical lang yan, anyone can be a registrar, talagang mababa ang tingin sa registrar. Pero ako, palagay ko, kulang lang din. Kasi because of the nature of the job, diba? You're behind closed doors, you deal with documents, less interaction before, no? Less interaction with students, kaya hindi masyadong na-appreciate. But I think it only takes time to appreciate all of these things, and you'll be given the support that you need.
Kasi I think Arab knows this. No? For a while kasi I was student affairs dean. So that is also what we always say, parang academic versus non-academic. So how important is non-academic? And then how important are academic support? Diba? So in the scheme of things, you cannot have a very good experience in a school if all of these elements are not working well. Diba? So, minsan kasi, diba, I mean, no offense, no? Pero masyadong bida yung academics. Tama ba? Parang bida masyado.
Sila lagi
diba?
ang main character.
Oo.
Pa-main character. Uso ngayon yan.
So, yun lang. Kaya ako, very particular din ako dyan sa academic support. Diba? And these are found in many accreditation instruments.
So, we salute you, Miss Ellen, and all the registrars in your association.
Yes, oo.
So,
Napakahalaga
maraming
niyan,
salamat.
oo.
So, I think we're almost wrapping up. Maybe you want to, what do you want to say, and what else do you want everyone to know? Oo.
State of a registrar's
Straight of registrar's address. Ano tawag doon? Sora? Sora.
Siguro, attorney, I just would like to say there's no impossible if you want it to happen. So, ganun lang po. I think it's always a challenge for us, the registrars, na paano kami makakapagbigay ng the best service to the clients without compromising the compliance or the policies. So, it's always balancing. Yun lang po.
Yun.
Matipid, talagang very registrar. Pagka pag mga convention sila, magpapapicture sila, sasabihin nila, for documentation lang po, talagang very registrar.
Very registrar, oo. Ang nila, walang waki, Walang waki, kasi
for documentation lang. Walang ibang reason. For documentation
akala ko
lang.
sabihin pang permanent record po.
Permanent record.
Sige. Uy, niloloko mo si Ma'am Ellen.
Hindi, pinatatawa ko lang. Masyado serious si Ma'am Ellen.
Hindi, ako talaga, I'm very,
Kasi Doc B, we believe on we shall preserve the integrity and the confidentiality of our smile. Ay, hindi. Yun po.
Of your smile.
Kumbaga, inaano namin din. Hindi naman attorney hindi naman kami seryoso. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, nag-evolve na rin po kami. So, medyo konti na lang din yung makikita nyo na masungit, na register.
Hindi kayo yun. Ibang character
yun,
sa
iba.
school yung masungit, ha? Hindi
iba na po
register
ba
yun.
ngayon?
Ibang character.
Librarian.
Ibang character yun.
Librarian.
Okay.
Hindi, joke lang. Ano ba? Ano ang masusungit
Hindi,
sa school?
ano lang talaga. Siguro we salute the work
Comes
of the
with the job,
registrars.
yeah.
Especially now that we realize how important data is, how important information is, that it's an asset actually, information assets, and these are all very crucial for you to better understand, where you can take the school moving forward. So lahat yan, very important, especially in this day and age where we really will have to look at data and information.
Yes. O, teka, bago natin pasalamatan si Miss Ellen, may last question na lang ako. Explain mo nga, bakit nga ba may butas na bilog Tapos mayroon sa baba, sa window. Tapos ito pa.
nakataling ballpen.
Tapos sa mga schools, may kahoy na pangharang doon sa baba. Pag makulit yung estudyante, may kahoy na customized.
Hindi, pag lunch break kasi, lalagyan nila nung kahoy. Tama ba, ma'am?
Kasi po ano yun,
Sige
sandata
nga.
namin. Hindi pa, actually, hindi ko rin.
Ganun
Actually po, nadatnang ko na talaga yun.
May
eh. Na
kahoy.
Kahoy doon, tapos
may
sa baba.
mga bakal, may mga ano. Kaya po siguro, kailangan na rin mag-evolve yung mga itsura ng mga register sa office. Kasi para naman maiba yung
Image.
image. Kasi parang laging para po kasing laging may harang yun. So
Oo,
parang they
sige,
feel
ma'am.
like they're not
Suggest natin yan.
Hindi, gagawin project ng organization ni ma'am yun. Aaralin nila bakit may bakal,
To
bakit may
redesign.
kahoy, at bakit may bilog na maliit sa mga
Kasi
opisina
po, para
nila.
po makita yung mga face sa loob. So, kamay lang po talaga yung lalabas.
Para yung
Kamay
aircon, para yung aircon hindi masyadong lumabas, no? Para liit na butas
Opo.
lang.
Palagay ko maintindihan din na. Balang araw.
Balang araw,
Maintindihan natin yan. Sige, okay?
Okay. Maraming salamat, Ellen. Thank you for joining us. I hope this is not the last
Oo,
time.
yes.
I hope we can invite you again and some of your officers. But of course, Doc D, invite mo naman yung ating
Oo.
mga
Lahat ng
registrars na
registrars
nanonood.
sa Pilipinas at lahat ng mga ka-ed natin, we'd like to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tama ba?
Yes.
And Facebook.
And
Okay.
Spotify.
And Spotify. Usapang Ed. Ayan. Meron na ho kaming more than 1,000 followers. Sana lahat ng registrar sa more than
Oo, ilan ang registrars?
20,000 private
Oo.
schools, 'di ba? Mag-subscribe na, ma'am. Nasa inyo 'yan nakasalalay, ma'am.
We'll make that happen.
Yes.
Ooh, sige. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ellen.
Ma'am Ellen. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Regards
So much po.
to your president, to JRU.
Okay.
Thank you po,
Thank
Doc
you.
D. Thank you, attorney.
Yes, thank you.
Magandang gabi
Ellen.
sa inyong lahat.
Okay. So, magpapaalam na tayo.
O nga, ano nga bang araw ngayon?
Huwebes.
June 5.
June 5.
Yun, June 5. Oo.
Now, off-script na pag tumatagal, nalilimutan na ang
Okay.
araw. Anyway, muli no naman nyo kaming nakasama. No? Kasama si Doc D.
At si Attorney E,
Dito sa
Usapang
Usapang Ed.
Ed. Ayan, may audience na.
May audience.